What's good, people? So this video is another one in my, I guess, Black Panther Decoded kind of series that I'm doing. Well, I just really like the film and I thought I'll just break it down into different segments that I felt were important. So this one is about the women of Wakanda. If you haven't watched the one that I did previously talking about Killmonger and why he's our favourite villain, then click here and give that a watch. So the phrase is, behind every great man is a great woman. But when you watch the Black Panther movie, you realise that behind every great man is an army of great women. Minus the vibranium, the thing that makes Wakanda as amazing as it is its technology, its traditions and its army, in all of which women play a major role. I wouldn't go around calling myself a feminist because I guess I don't want to label myself, right, but I do believe that women have every right to do whatever a man can do. And the Black Panther movie, in my eyes, was a highly empowering film for both women and girls, and it's done in such a way that just feels natural. Like, their gender is never pushed at you. It's never made a big deal that the Dora Milaje, the people that defend Wakanda and are behind the king, are all women, black women. Nor is it mentioned that Shuri, person who's in charge of all the technology in Wakanda, is actually a teenage girl. The only time that we ever hear her being spoken to in any kind of negative way isn't based on her gender, but based on her age, and that is when M'Baku, the leader of the Jabari tribe, come and try to defend the throne, and he's saying things like, oh, you guys are letting this teenager, this little girl, be in charge of all the technology. Something along those lines. And I want to take a moment actually to talk about Shuri. But how amazing she is. Like, it just blows my mind the kind of technology she has created. How can you be in one place driving a car, like virtually driving a car, but actually be in another place driving a real car? How can you create a suit that absorbs kinetic energy and redistributes it? She just blows my mind, and she's hilarious. She's absolutely hilarious. I love Shuri, I absolutely love her. I grew up as a tomboy, right? And my younger self can fully appreciate the fact that none of these women, with all the women that there are, none of them are ever seen as damsels in distress. At no point do you think, oh, she's weak, she needs a man to come and rescue her. There's the point where Killmonger's about to kill Shuri, but she was holding herself, you know, and then T'Challa comes in. That's besides the point. There's no point that they're ever actually seen as damsels in distress, and I could fully appreciate that. And when it comes to the film's love narrative, Nakia never actually needs T'Challa, nor does Okoye pick Wakabi over Wakanda. These women choose their cause, they choose their country, they choose what they're living for over love, which is something we really don't see in films. And if we do see it, it's never seen in a positive light, right? In fact, King T'Challa, Black Panther, whatever you want to call him, he needed Nakia. He needed a dark-skinned black woman with natural hair. A woman who could fight, who could hold her own and was pretty good at it. She did it with such grace and such beauty, and their relationship was never a fight for dominance. There was a mutual respect for one another, and I was there for it, guys. I was there for it. With a lot of these love stories, it can seem rather cringy, but watching them on screen, it felt more natural. Like, I can see myself in that, I can see my own kind of relationship in that. Not only was Nakia like a natural beauty, and Lupita is gorgeous, right, but all the women in this film, all the black women had their natural hair. We saw TWAs, we saw protective styling, we saw locks, heck, we even saw bald heads. The only time we actually saw a black woman with straight hair in this film is when Okoye was going to the casino and she wanted to kind of fit in with the Western world, right? And she wore this wig that she definitely did not like wearing. You could tell she hated it. And the reason why she hated it is because when you become a Dora Milaje, you shave your head off. You shave off your hair. So for her, it was a complete dishonor, complete disrespect to have this foreign object on her head. And that moment where she gets the wig and dashes it in that man's face, I wanted to stand up and applaud. I felt like I had done the big chop for the first time all over again, right? That feeling of liberation, of getting rid of that foreign piece of hair that isn't yours, and you just feel so empowered about it. That was hella powerful. Like, whoever scripted that moment probably was Ryan Coogler, right? Whoever put that moment in, applauds. applauding you. Another reason why I love Nakia and the Dora Milaje is because they chose practicality over femininity. They weren't there to actually satisfy the male gaze. Okoye doesn't wear heels to casino, she wears flats. Flats that later help her stay on top of the car during that car chase. They're practical. And she's like me, like, I don't like to wear heels, especially when I'm going out, because they hurt. And you can't fight like a boss in heels. Unless you're Nakia. Now Nakia did wear heels to the casino, but she used those heels as a weapon. She used her femininity as a weapon, and I am here for it. When she got that heel and dragged it across that man's face, and then later on she drove the car barefoot. Like, I know a lot of women know that it's not easy to drive a car in heels. Me personally, I wear Converse when I drive a car, and I could probably drive a car barefoot, but I love the fact that they pinpointed that in the film, that they kept showing her barefoot driving that car, and she was driving like a boss. All the women in this film were bosses. The only female character that I ever felt any kind of protection over was the Queen Mother, because for her, she didn't have strength that was shown through her fighting abilities, nor was it shown through her making this awesome technology. Her strength was more internal, but sometimes can be overlooked. She was the one that represented the traditional side of it. Her strength was her tradition. Like, when they found T'Challa with the Jabari people, she is the one that knew what to do with the heart-shaped herb. She knew to mix it up. She knew to give it to him in that little cuppy thing, and then she knew to cover him in the snow. She told everyone, cover him, cover him. And then she began that ritual where she summoned the ancestors, and then he went to that place of the land of the ancestors, whatever that place is called, right? She knew all of that kind of stuff, which then led to him coming out of that coma and actually being alive. Without her, without the Dora Milaje, without Shuri, without Nakia, T'Challa wouldn't be here. He wouldn't have existed. Wakanda probably wouldn't have even existed. These women have strengths in different areas, but without one of them, Wakanda wouldn't be what it is. T'Challa, the king, the Black Panther, wouldn't be who he is. Not only are they women, they are dark-skinned black women with natural hair, guys. You don't need a man. You can just keep adding on the list. We just keep adding it on. This is so powerful when it comes to representation. So powerful. And I'm just gonna buy the DVD for the simple fact that when I have children, they're gonna watch it by force. I'm going to make sure that my kids watch it. Nieces, nephews, grandchildren, everyone will watch this film, for the simple fact that the representation is amazing. I want to know who your favourite character is. My favourite character is actually Killmonger, right? If you haven't seen the video that I did on it, watch it and you'll understand why. But who's your favourite character and why? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace, love and light.